What's up, everybody? So we got some new additions. Let's check them out. Here we go. Yep, they're dragonfish. So let's talk about these fish as far as care, size, all that good stuff. As far as the size of your tank, you need 25 gallons per dragonfish. And you can see right now everything is flat on the top. Their dorsal fins, when they start swimming, actually like shoot up like spikes. Pretty cool. So these fish are similar to the ropefish that we talked about before, in that they will eat anything that fits in their mouths. They're not going to do well with like crustaceans, shrimp, that kind of stuff, because they're going to eat them. You don't want that, do you? They just got moved from into the tank, so they're still kind of wigging out a little bit. But when you first get these, for maybe the first day or two, they're not going to eat. Typically, sometimes they will, but most of the time they're not. These guys get to be, pretty much giants. In the wild, they grow up over 2 feet. In your aquarium, typically they're going to get from 12 inches to 20 inches. It really just depends on the fish, the grouping, that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind when you're getting these. They're in a 55-gallon tank here. This is my oddball tank. But yeah, keep that in mind. As far as what to feed them, you can do bloodworms, shrimp pellets, brine shrimp, that kind of stuff. It has to be a little bit larger for these guys, but they will take the smaller food if they have to. So just keep that in mind. You guys see the rams are checking them out. I won't be able to keep, some of the fish that are in this tank with them. The African bush fish will be able to stay, but the rams and the, tetras and that kind of stuff will have to go soon when these guys start to grow up. So this fish is just so cool. A buddy of mine got me into him. Luis Bustamante, if you're watching, thank you. They're pretty wicked fish. They're really cool. I like them a lot. And this is a fossil living in your tank. These are, really old. As far as, you want to know what fish looked like in the dinosaur ages, there it is. These guys are doing some healing still. You can see his fins are still a little bit red, but they're doing much better. And hopefully I'll get some footage from Luis on these guys, and I'll put it into the video here for y'all to see as well. So looking at all that, let's take a look at one of my buddies' dragonfish. Here we go. So you guys can actually see, look at the size of the mouths, the teeth on the front. This fish is no joke. And imagine this, 12 inches, all the way up to 20 inches in your tank. They're just such awesome prehistoric fish. So cool. Look at this guy, he's getting down on the rocks. He's got 2 in this tank. He's just in there tearing it up. And this is what they're going to do in nature. They're going to sit there and rummage through the substrate looking for crustaceans, snails, basically anything they can put in their mouths, just like that big rock there. And you'll see them, they'll actually spit them out of their mouths, or you'll see them sift them through the gills. Check this guy out. You can see him in there just actually sifting everything out. You see how nice and clean his gill lines are too. Not as red as the ones in mine. Ones in mine, they got moved, so these guys here are established. The ones in mine are stressed out. The first 2 that you saw in the video. These guys here are established and they're ready to go. His are, I want to say, about 8 to 9 inches long. So just look at those teeth in the front. If it grabs onto something, it's going to eat it. Ain't gonna let go. So as you guys can see, they have some monster mouths. Big. Just keep that in mind when you guys are keeping these or going to grab these. I know that I mean, you can get them at your local fish store. Walmart actually carries these fish in some places. There's not much warning when it comes to these fish, but I am telling you, if they can fit it in their mouths, they're gonna eat it. So you know, keep that in mind. You don't want to sit them with guppies and, you know, zebra danios and rasboras, rummy nose, that kind of stuff, because eventually they're going to come up missing and you're going to go, oh, I got to get rid of this fish. You don't want to do that. It's not fair to the fish. They didn't do anything. They're just doing what they're supposed to do. Eat little things. So if you guys have any questions about their care, leave it in the comments or hit us up on Facebook, Psychotic Aquatics. We're on there, large group. You guys come check us out, ask your questions, and you know, really let us know what to think of the tanks, what to think of these fish. I want to thank Luis Bustamante for helping me out with the footage. And again, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.